She'll be back soon, the nurse says. They had rushed Amanda out of chemotherapy moments after she started fitting. That had been over an hour ago, and she still hadn't come back. I was waiting for her on the ward when the stoma nurse had come in and started fussing with my bag. You should watch what I'm doing, the nurse mumbles. You've got to do this for yourself soon, you can't be squeamish. She puts the partly filled bag on the small table next to the bed and wipes the area around my stoma with a warm, wet wipe. I watch her. It doesn't hurt, but having someone clean my stoma feels intimate. Far too intimate for me to be comfortable. I don't like other people seeing my insides. I don't like me having to see my insides. I both want to clean it myself and feel enormously put off by the idea. Touching my own guts sets my teeth on edge. The nurse pats my damp skin dry and puts cream onto her hands. I can't help but scrunch up my nose at the smell. Cream's new, I say when the nurse puts some on her fingers. The skin's looking a little irritated, she smiles. This is a skin barrier. It will stop your skin getting damaged any more than it already is by the bag adhesive. She smears the cream around my stoma. It's cold, but it feels good, cool and soothing. With everything else going on, I hadn't been paying much attention to my stomach, but looking at it now, I realise that my skin is itchy and sore. It looks dry and has some small red patches. I don't suppose, I start as the nurse begins cutting a new bag to fit me. But I'm really worried about Amanda. Maybe you could find out where she is? She'll be brought right back here after treatment, the nurse says, pulling away the protective cover on my new bag. I wince, both at her dismissal and the sensation of the new bag fitting over my stoma with a little pop of effort. The nurse smooths the sticky area so it's flat against my skin. Put your hands here. She moves my hands over the point where skin meets bag. Heat will help it stick, and then we won't have any leaks. Well, if you can tell me where Amanda might be, I can go and find her myself, I say firmly. The nurse sighs. I'm sorry, but I don't know where your friend is, and I've got a lot of other people to see. Besides, you don't look well enough to be going on a search. Tell you what, I'll have a word with one of the girls on the ward and see if they can find her for you. Oh, thank you, I say as the nurse walks away with her equipment and my used bag. I lean back and feel the adhesive of the bag pull on my skin. I shuffle it about as much as I can until it's sitting comfortably, and then I try to ignore it. I watch the nurse as she leaves, frowning as she reaches the doorway. That man is there again, the man with the cleaning trolley. He's watching me. What happened to Amanda? Simon asks, pulling my attention away from the doorway. She had a fit during chemo. Oh, nasty, Simon says. I nod slowly, glancing back at the door. The cleaning man is gone. It was the grey lady, I say. Shh, Simon snaps. The more you talk about her, the more she... He stops and takes a visibly deep breath. You'll get her attention. Yes, well, I'm pretty sure I've already got that, I drawl. She's following me, I'm sure of it. You've seen her. You've paid attention to her, Simon shrugs. She's latched onto you, like I said. What is she? I whisper. Simon is quiet for a moment and makes a show of looking around before answering me. I don't really know, he says. One of the others said she was a ghost. Another called her a banshee because she screams when she kills somebody. One said she was a demon. There are others who see her? I lean forward. Simon shakes his head. Not anymore, he says. But what happened? I don't really want to ask. What do you think happened? Simon said. They paid her too much attention. That's bullshit, I say. Amanda couldn't see her and she's off somewhere having a fit because that thing put something in her medicine. But you see her, Simon says. You're putting everyone at risk by paying attention to her. You need to stop messing around. You'll get everyone killed if you keep this shit up. How do we stop her? We can't let this go on. We have to stop it. You stop it by ignoring it, Simon Albert hisses. Why don't you listen? You can't fight this. All you can do is hide. Hide, I sigh. Being so powerless makes my skin crawl. How can you fight something like that? Simon gestures to the windows in the room. You can't touch her. You can't fight her. You can't stop her. All you can do is hide and hope she goes away. You sound like a child hiding under the covers, I stutter. Simon nods. Except the monsters are real and hiding under the covers works, he says. I don't get why you're so... He stops when the door to the ward opens and Amanda's bed is pushed in. Amanda is curled into a ball on her side. The nurse wheels her in and stops next to me. We'll bring you some water, one of them says, brushing the hair off Amanda's forehead. As they walk away, I get my first look at my friend. Her makeup is smudged and running. Her eyes are red and sore. She's been crying. She sees me looking and rolls over, turning her back to me. I don't want to talk. I'm woken later that night by a sound. The ward is dark and my headphones are sitting on my chest. Have they been pulled out again? I close my eyes tightly. Oh God, not again, I whisper. The sound comes again, but this time I frown. It's not the raspy breath or slow footsteps I dread. It's retching. Someone's being sick. I sit up and look around the dark ward. Amanda is sitting up in her bed, holding one of the cardboard cartons the nurses give out when people are feeling nauseous. Amanda? I clamber out of bed and hurry the short distance across the cold floor. I struggle onto her bed and lift her hair back away from her face. She retches again, but nothing comes out. Oh God, Sophie, she says, her voice rough. Cancer, my cancer, it's all come back. But you were recovering, they'd almost cleared you, I swallow. You're supposed to be going home tomorrow. And I was due for my last treatment in 2 months. Amanda hiccups. Then what? But I try to speak, but the lump in my throat stops all sound. I feel cold move through me as I remember the blackness floating in Amanda's IV. They found... Amanda starts weeping again. They found another tumour, I ask. Amanda shakes her head. They found them everywhere. She says, they're everywhere. What? I gasp. They couldn't count them all. I'm having radiotherapy tomorrow. I fucking hate radiotherapy. Hey, I whisper. It'll be alright. I look at Amanda's table and reach out to get a glass of water. I take the cardboard carton away and replace the glass in Amanda's hands. Let me know if you think you're going to be sick again. Amanda goes suddenly still, her posture rigid and wrong. She turns to face me, her expression harsh, her eyes cold. She smiles at me. Hello, Sophie. It's Amanda's voice, but it's not Amanda speaking. Her tone is wrong. Her voice is lower, but still hers. Amanda? I say. Amanda shakes her head. This one is strong. Not Amanda says. No, she isn't talking to me. She looks at Amanda's hands, clenching her fists. She should give me what I need. The others, they were so weak. But I can't get in if they aren't weak. It's so unfair. What are you talking... Amanda, what are you talking about? I say. I feel cold. Though the room temperature hasn't changed. All I can think about is the IV. Amanda's IV had turned black. That blackness had gone inside my friend. The grey lady is inside my friend. I'll make it this time, the grey lady says. I'll make it out. Get out of Amanda, I say. The grey lady looks at me through Amanda's eyes. Let her go. No, the grey lady says and stands up. The moment her feet touch the ground, her legs crumple. She's fading already. Amanda's voice sounds strained. I have to hurry. I have to get out. Get out of her, I snap, clambering over the bed. I hear the door door to the ward open and turned, expecting to see a nurse. But it isn't a nurse. It's the cleaning man who had spoken to me about the grey lady. He sees us on the floor and comes over fast. "Did she fall?" he says. "Let's get you up, miss." "No," I snap. It's the grey lady. She's in Amanda. She went in through the IV. This isn't Amanda." "Shit!" the man snaps and lifts Amanda off the ground like she weighs no more than a bag of sugar. He sets her down on the bed. "You!" Amanda hisses. The venom in her voice shocks me, but the man ignores her and turns to me. "We need to get her out of your friend, or she will die. How long has she been in there?" "Since this afternoon," I say. The man curses and looks away from me. He grabs Amanda's jaw and forces it open, pushing his fingers into her mouth. "Get out!" he snarls through clenched teeth. "Come on, get out!" Amanda makes a sound that makes my skin want to crawl off my bones and hide, high-pitched and terrible, but she gags. The man puts his fingers into her mouth again, stimulating her gag reflex. She retches, but nothing comes out. "Get out!" he says and thrusts his fingers in again. This time Amanda throws up. She pitches over the side of the bed and throws up on the floor. But what comes out of her is black. It looks like crude oil, but by the time it hits the floor, it's ash. Black ash. Amanda brings up the filth for a few long moments. She is weeping by the time it stops. "You're all right," the man says, helping her lie back. I hold out a glass of water, which Amanda takes sips of before falling back against a pillow, her eyes closing already. "What?" I whisper. It will exhaust her, but the lady is gone. "What happened?" "It's what she does," he says, looking at me. His hands are shaking. "She makes people sick to weaken them so that she can get inside. She wants out of the hospital." "She's trapped here?" I say. He nods. "In the glass, yes. But she's poison. She makes people sick just by touching their skin. Imagine what she does when she's inside them." He looks at Amanda on the bed. "Amanda's cancer's come back. She said they found tumours everywhere." "It was her. She's toxic." The door to the ward opens again, and this time it's a nurse. She glares at us. "What are you doing here? What are you doing out of bed?"